Hello, you here to debate?
Hello. Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up? You here to debate?
Hey, you want me to go through your questions?
Well, I want you to answer the question I asked you first.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you ask a question. What is it?
Yeah, are you here to debate?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay, what's your name, age, and pronouns?
My name is Anthony. My age is 33, and my pronouns are he.
Okay, and Anthony, which of the topics did you
Well, I
want to
guess it would
debate
be
about?
he, him, right?
Yeah, no, you got
I'm
it
not
right.
really
Yeah.
a big phone. Okay.
Which of the topics did you want to debate about?
Hey, I kind of wanted to. You could rapid fire and go through the list. Trans men, women, are men and women. I
They
would
sure
say they
are.
are, right? Isn't a trans man a man that's trying to be a woman?
No, a trans man is a man. Just a man. There's no other caveats to that phrase.
Oh, okay. So a trans, no, but when you say trans man, you mean like a biologically born man, or
A
would
trans
that just
man
be
would be
a?
somebody who was typically born female and identifies as man.
Yeah. Well, with that, it's just like, wait. So a trans man is born with male parts, and they identify as a man or as a woman, like,
A
right?
trans man is somebody who is typically born female but identifies with the gender man.
Oh, I think that's like a weird way to put it. I feel like kind of like the Japanese got like lady boys. Keyword on the boys. It's kind of like they are trans if they don't believe that they're what they are. They're trans. So wouldn't it be like a trans man?
What do you think the word trans means?
Like trans isn't transformative. You're changing yourself,
No,
right?
no.
Oh, so what's trans means?
So when we say someone's a trans man, we're saying they're a transgender man. Transgender means that your gender is opposite of what your sex is typically. You have a gender that does not align with what your sex is. That's all
Oh,
it
okay. So
means.
if you're a trans man, you're really a woman.
No, you're a man.
Oh, but like biologically, you're born a woman, right?
Typically, trans men are born female and their sex is female and their gender identity is that of man.
Yeah. So like I had a really good friend that was trans. I guess you would say they're a trans woman, right? Because they were
Well,
born a man and
if they're
lived
if
a
they're
life as a
your
woman.
if they're your friend, I would hope you would call them a woman as well. Otherwise, you're not really being a good friend.
Well, this person actually said they were just trans. You know what I mean? So, I would have just assumed that means they would be a trans man. I don't think they ever really denied that they weren't a man at one point.
Well, no, they wouldn't be a trans man. A trans man would be a man whose gender is typically that of female.
Okay, well, but then I guess if we're going on what your definition is, then no, I would not consider them to be an actual man or a woman, but
Why not?
I would say that they're trans.
Trans is just an adjective.
Well, because I think you can't, no matter what, like if you are born a man, right, there's really nothing you can do
So
or
Anthony,
say that will make you a woman.
Just really quickly, there isn't anybody on the planet that was born a man. Not unless you found a real life Benjamin Buttons. Nobody was born a man.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I have
I don't know what
kids,
that has.
and
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Well, no, it's because when you are having babies, you go do anatomy scans and ultrasounds, and they label it boy or girl before they're even born.
Yeah, so some people are born
It's
boys.
a pretty cut and clear type of thing.
Some people are born boys. Nobody's born a man.
I guess I see what you're saying.
The other issue that you're running into is you are conflating gender and sex. So gender and sex are two
Well, see,
different
now that
things.
right there, they're the exact same thing, brother.
They aren't.
So can you name me the sexes?
Male and female.
Can you name me the genders?
Depending on which society you're in, man, woman,
No, like the
two-spirit.
society that me and you live in.
Yeah, man and woman are the typical gender categories of the society that we live in.
Damn. I'm a little surprised with that answer, that you're a little more reasonable than I thought you might have been.
Am I reasonable, or am I just telling you like basic facts that anybody would also tell
No,
you?
like you're the first person. I'm not gonna assume that you're arguing from the left perspective, but you're the first one that I came across. But really, I guess it was the cat ears that made me assume that maybe you would have tried to be difficult on that. But no, I totally agree with you. I think there's only two genders and two sexes.
Okay, I would argue that there's only two genders because that's the society we live in. That's just what's typical of the society. Not that there are inherently two genders. That's just what's typical of our culture in America.
But the thing is, I just couldn't. I think that's not even. I think it's bigger than just America. I would say like our world.
Our world has more
There's
than two
only two.
genders. No, our world has more than two genders.
Can you enlighten me and name another one?
Yeah, two-spirit is a third gender category that exists in indigenous tribes. I
You know that information came to her in a dream.
What?
Yeah, the lady that wrote the book that she talked about the two genders, the two spirits. She said that information came to her in a dream.
Okay, so two-spirit is just a category for indigenous tribes that have third gender categories. It's just a name.
But that's weird though, because like spirit to me is completely different than your gender or your sex.
Because of the culture you live in.
So you think your spirit determines your sex?
Well, I don't believe in a spirit, first of all. That's not what
So you don't even
spirit...
believe in a spirit, but you're going to try to tell me the third gender is two spirits?
I'm not telling you what a third gender is. I'm saying there are cultures that have third gender categories, such as indigenous
you to tell
tribes.
Me another gender, just any gender. You can tell me
I don't
another.
Think you know how.
Gender.
I don't think you know how gender works. So
no, I know exactly how gender works. I don't think you know why gender works.
I don't think you do.
Okay, so
can you give me
gender.
Can you give me a functioning definition of the word gender?
Yeah, a gender. We're gonna separate these athletes based on their gender.
This isn't a definition. If I was an alien, and I was an alien that showed up on Earth, who's never heard the phrase gender before, how would you define gender to that alien?
I would say, well, Mr. Alien.
What is the alien doesn't know what Mr. means. The alien has no concept of gender. I'll be the alien. I'm the alien in this scenario. What is Mr.? I don't know what Mr. Why are you calling me Mr.? That's not my name.
Oh, okay. I just imagined you were reading things. I thought it was being Mr. But anyway, so
I don't know what
Mr.
I don't know what Mr. is.
Are you a male or are you a female? But I don't think it would apply to aliens. We don't have. Might apply to humans.
I don't know what gender is, so I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay. Hey, alien, on Earth, we got humans, and in humans, we have two genders. We have males and females.
What is gender? I don't know what that is. Are you saying you have an organ inside of your body called gender? What is this?
It says gender refers to the characteristics of women, men, girls, and boys that are socially constructed.
Oh, socially constructed?
That's what it says.
Oh, so it's constructed amongst societies, and societies might have different social constructions, some of which may fall out of the
concept. There's the World Health Organization. They may be on some bullshit. This is Webster's Dictionary. A subclass within grammar class, such as noun, pronoun, adjective, or verb, a language that is partly arbitrary but also partially based on distinguishable characteristics, such as shape, social rank, manner of existence, or sex.
Did you just
So
pull
I
up
guess
the
if we could, so
Did
basically
you
you're
just pull
saying
up the
gender's
definition of
not
gendered
real. We could just make
language?
it up.
Did you just pull up the definition of gendered language?
No, it says gender. Webster's Dictionary, gender. A. B is membership of a word or a grammatical form. I don't know. What is it?
You are
The
not
behavioral, cultural, or psychologically traits typically
Okay.
associated with one sex.
Okay. So the behavioral, cultural, or psychological traits associated with the sexes. Did you hear the phrase cultural in there?
Associated with the sexes.
Did you hear the
So
phrase
how many sexes do we have?
Did you hear the phrase cultural?
No, I get that. How many sexes do we have? You said 2, right?
We are a species that reproduces dimorphically, so we have 2 sexes.
Okay, so is a trans man, is that a gender or a sex?
Well,
Would you say
man
that's a
is
gender?
a gender category, not a sex category.
Okay, so what makes you a man?
Would depend on the society you're in.
So you believe there's infinite genders.
I believe that every society would have its own gender categories. So I can't put a number on how many genders there are because I don't know what other societies might be classifying their genders as.
But in our society, it's safe to say we have 2 genders, right?
We have 2 typical socially constructed gender categories in our society.
Okay, so I'd tell the alien, welcome to our society. We got 2 genders. A gender
I don't know what gender is. I'm the alien,
is
remember?
basically what describes being male or female.
What is male and female?
Male and female is your sex.
What is sex?
Sex is the organs you are born with in your chromosomes.
The organs
Do you
you're
have
born with?
female traits or do you have male traits? Do you have
I don't
a
know
penis?
what I don't
That's
know
what
what
I'm saying.
female
You're
and
making
male
it like
are.
it's way too deep.
I don't know what I'm an alien. I don't reproduce the way you guys do, so I don't know what female and male are.
Well, I would just have to show them.
Show them what?
I'd probably get a naked male, point to him, be like, this is a male, this is a female. Okay, but anyways, let's just move on to the next one. I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere with you on this.
Well, I mean, yeah,
On
you
that,
don't understand the concept of like social constructions. So yeah.
Yeah, I just believe that a male, female, we only got 2 genders, 2 sexes, however you want to put it. You can't become a man if you were born a woman, and I don't think it's healthy to spread that to our children. That that's okay.
Nobody's ever been born a woman, like ever.
No, that is not true. So
Yeah,
if
that
you're
is
born
true.
female, right? I guess I see what you're saying because a woman is more like an older female, right? Like a mature female.
Let me
And that
ask
was
you.
constructed
I'll
by
ask you a
us.
question, and this will like really clear up the difference here. Are all
Yeah.
females
No,
women?
Huh?
Are all females women?
Yes.
Okay, so every female on the planet is a woman.
I guess except for girls, right? Would you say there's a difference between women and girls, right?
Okay, so
That's the constructed part.
all females are women or girls.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if
I mean,
I don't know if
obviously.
you can look at the stream again, but I just put up a picture of a woman and or a girl, and I just want to know if you think they're cute.
Can you tell me the name of your chat? Because I lost it, or I can go to history, I guess.
Yeah, I put up
I
a
just want to
picture
find
of
your
a
stream.
I put up a picture of a
Damn. Just give me 1 second. I am trying to see it. Just trying to get to your channel, I guess. Or you know what? Do you mind just telling me your stream name so I could just look it up?
How about I just
Oh
describe
no, I
her
see
to
it.
you?
I see it.
Oh, okay, you
I
see
see
it.
it.
So what do you
But I
think
don't
of
see
this?
a picture though.
What do you don't see a picture?
No, maybe I got to make it live. Hold on, I'm sorry.
I just want to know what you think of this woman.
Brother.
Is she cute? Is
You
she
talking about the dog?
it's a woman. You said all females are women or girls. That would make this a woman.
When dealing with humans, they ain't got no trans dogs. I didn't imagine we were talking about
What is
dogs,
the difference?
brother.
What is the difference between a female dog and a female human that they would now become a different class when you're talking
They're
about gender?
genetics, that they're a different species
They're
of
both
fucking
females.
creature.
They're both females.
Huh?
If you're categorizing based on sex, why would the categorization based on sex change because the species changes? We're not categorizing on species. You said we're categorizing.
Female dog,
Wait.
You know what they base a female dog on?
Hold on. You have made the distinction that woman is a category based on sex. So this is the sex category. If all females are women, that would make this dog a woman.
I'm talking about dealing with humans, brother.
So are you making the claim?
You're right in that point. Let me rephrase it.
Okay.
All human females are women. I mean, all women humans are
so
females.
what is it? What is it about
interchangeable?
Why is it that you have to be a human to be a woman?
Brother, you got to be a human to be a human woman. If we're talking about human women,
I didn't ask why does a human have to be a human woman. I asked why does a woman have to be human? Why is that distinction?
This is where it gets a little bad faith, brother. We're talking about
it's not bad faith. I'm trying to see if you can. I'm trying to see if you can critically think about your position at all. So my question is, why is it that women must be female? I'm sorry, women must be human. Why is it that women must be human?
Because I see what you're saying. Because women, right, is something that, like you said, societally understood, right? And we made it that way. The term woman.
So it's just because
I feel like a woman just further describes the term female.
Great. So it's just because we made it that way.
Yeah. But
okay,
just
so why
because you said you have a fucking big swinging cock, that doesn't make you a woman, brother.
So wait, but if the words just exist just because we made it that way.
It's so bad faith,
hold
brother.
on, Anthony, hold on. If we're making the statement that the reason why woman is an adult human female is just because we made it that way, why can't we change it?
Because ultimately, it's based on it's further describing the female, brother.
You said the only reason it describes a female,
male and female, a woman.
Anthony, you're contradicting yourself now.
Female.
You're contradicting yourself now. You said the only reason that we call a woman an adult human female is just because we decided that arbitrarily one day. So why can't we just change it?
Because ultimately it's based on your sex. It derives from your sex.
Okay, if it derives from your sex, then this is a woman. Because it derives from your sex. It doesn't drive
a woman, brother.
Okay,
that's a woman dog for sure.
Okay,
yes,
you believe dogs are women. Okay.
If it's female, brother.
You believe that there are women dogs.
Brother, I was trying to be good faith and dig deep with you and actually understand the different types, like the social aspect. But you can't just be like, that's a male, that's a woman. It doesn't work like that.
I need you to understand that I'm not making any claims here. I'm asking you questions and you're giving the answers. So then when I come back, hold on,
they're interchangeable, that there's no difference except it further describes the female.
Anthony, when I then reiterate something, all I'm doing is putting back to you what you have said. So if you don't like what I am saying, maybe look inward, because I'm just putting back to you the things you're saying. You are the one saying that woman is simply a derivative of female. All it does is describe the sex. If all it does is describe the sex, great. If all it does is further describe sex, then it's a sexual-based category, which means this dog is a woman.
Okay, I understand. So let me go deeper, right? There is check boxes, right, you have to achieve to be a woman, right? The first check box is your sex female? Check. Okay, the dog got its first check. Second, is this creature a human? Because woman further describes the human female. right? Check. Is this dog an adult, mature? Because a girl and a woman's different, right? But what's a girl? A girl is a younger female. It further describes the female.
Great. So you're
You know what I mean?
saying that in order for someone to be a woman, there are things that are necessary for those people to possess. And those necessary things, we'll call them like, there's some level of condition. It's some type of condition that you must meet, some necessary condition you must meet in order to be considered a woman.
Exactly.
Okay, and you said the necessary condition is being a female, a human, and an adult.
First, a human is second, and a mature adult is third. Because woman implies an adult, mature female.
Okay. Let's dive into that really quickly. What is a female, Anthony?
That's why you're right. No one can be born a woman because essentially you would be born a girl.
No, sure.
Not
what
a
is
woman.
What is if it's necessary to be female to be woman? What is a female?
Right. A female
Mm-hmm.
is someone with the XX chromosomes and female reproductive organs, as in vaginas, ovaries. But now that doesn't necessarily mean, because there are women that don't have their ovaries, that doesn't make them women. Like if they lost them to
Anthony,
surgery.
Anthony, you've said it's necessary for them to be a woman. They must possess this thing, which means they can't be missing it.
Okay, but if you are missing it, because I already knew where you were going. If you miss it due to, say you had to have it removed for cancer, you know what I mean? If you were born with it, brother.
So you're saying it's not actually necessary then?
No, it is necessary. You had to have been born
then you can't be missing it.
You can. I just said you can be missing it if you had it removed or some shit like that.
Okay, so if you're born,
take a trans, quote unquote, a trans woman that became a man, she carved out her ovaries, she's still a woman.
Okay,
Hello?
you're saying that people born without a uterus are not women.
People born without a uterus are not women.
Well, you've made the
brother,
claim.
Before the uterus, you can even take the uterus off, brother. They got to have the XX chromosomes. That's the simplest way I can put it.
So in order to be a woman, you must. It is necessary. There's no exceptions. Yeah. It is necessary you're born with XX chromosomes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you can see the screen again, but here on the screen is a medical case study of a woman who was born with a 46 pure XY karyotype, and they gave birth. They got pregnant, and they gave birth. They have pure 46 karyotype, XY karyotype chromosomes. They are somebody with XY chromosomes who got pregnant and gave birth.
Now, look,
what is this person?
It's not XXY?
Yes,
brother?
I'm positive.
So it's XX.
Nope, it's XY.
It's just an XY.
Pregnancy and delivery in a patient with pure 46 XY karyotype.
Gave birth with no science, no fucking doctors shooting artificial shit into them.
I mean, they did IVF, but they still had a uterus, and they could still get pregnant, and they could still deliver. Unless you're saying men can, are you making a claim that men can give birth, Anthony?
No, I'm not. But
okay,
listen,
so you don't think?
Look,
so wait, you don't think men can? You don't think men can give birth?
I don't know enough about the information you just presented to even say if it's right or wrong. I got to do my own research. So I don't. Just because you say, hey, there's an XY man that gave birth to women, I don't know the exact. I didn't read it myself. I don't even know if it's real. So I'm not
maybe if you don't have enough information, you can't make an absolute claim such as trans men are not men or trans women are not women, because you don't have enough information on human biology to even make that claim.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know enough about the case that you just presented to me, but I'm saying in general, you know what the fuck I'm saying, brother?
No, I don't.
That's why the left lost right there, is because they're trying to
I don't care why the left lost. I don't give a shit.
When you try to come from
I don't care about why the left lost. That's not the conversation we're having here. If you want to talk about something different, then like say I want to talk about something different because I don't have enough information on this. But the conversation we're having at hand,
laid it down to you, brother.
The conversation we're having at hand is what makes somebody a man or a woman. You're claiming that men and women are exclusionary categories, that certain people don't fit into. And I'm asking what excludes them. And you made the claim that in order to be a woman, you must be female. In order to be female, you must have XX chromosomes. But here is somebody who is female with XY chromosomes. How does that happen in your worldview if you must have...
Well, you just said it was in vitro. So we don't know if the situation was natural. They just got implanted with it. If they're XY,
what?
I would assume they're males.
Can you implant males with babies?
Yes, you can. You can do a lot of freaky shit with doctors and science. That doesn't mean it's right.
So you think
That doesn't mean it's right.
You think males can be implanted with embryos?
Look, we're getting too
gestate.
off topic. You believe in the sexes, right? You understand?
We're not off topic.
Right?
This is quite literally the topic. You believe that males can be implanted with embryos. Where would those embryos grow?
In an artificial womb that you could insert in their belly.
So you believe that we have the technology to insert artificial wombs into the bellies of males?
Are you crazy? Yes, you can insert it into anything. It's an artificial womb. It's an egg that's already been fertilized. It's growing. It just needs... Brother, listen.
So
if this person was naturally able to give birth, I'm on the fence about if they were really a man or a woman. I'd have to look deeper. So I can't say anything about this particular case. But what I can say is, you know what defines the sex. If you were born with this sex, that's going to be your later determining, like a man or a boy.
So what defines the sexes?
Oh my gosh, brother. Your chromosomes.
Okay, so what sex is this? This is somebody who gave birth. Did this person
have a vagina or a penis, brother?
This person, so it's about penises and vaginas? That's not chromosomes.
It also has to do with your sex reproduction. So if you're saying this person had ovaries, a vagina, I'm really finding it hard to believe that this is a man.
So here becomes an issue. You believe you have an incorrect understanding of what a sex determinant trait is. Penises and vaginas don't determine what your sex is. Penises and vaginas come to be. It's not part of the determination process. A penis and a vagina.
Based on your chromosomes, is what you're saying.
No, a penis and vagina are traits that are determined by your sex, not traits that determine your sex.
Okay, brother. So you define to me what the sex is, then.
Define to you what sex is?
Do you believe that there's a difference between males and females, brother? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I would say sex. When I'm looking at sex, it would be biological traits that distinguish males from females. Typically, it's going to be a differentiation between large and small gametes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Are you heterosexual or homosexual?
What's the relevance of that question?
No, because it matters, brother. It matters for what I'm about to ask.
Why do you, unless you want to ask me on a date, why does it matter?
Because I'm curious, because it's about to make sense for when I ask you what I'm about to ask you, but I have to know how to frame it.
Ask me whatever question you want.
If you're uncomfortable answering the question, you could just say.
I don't really care one way or the other. It has no bearing on the conversation we've been having up until this point.
No, it
does.
But
if you want to change the conversation, go ahead.
Or are you heterosexual, brother?
I'm whatever I need to be in the moment.
You're whatever you need to be in the moment.
Yep.
No one heterosexual would say that, so I'm going to assume you're homosexual.
If you want to make assumptions if you want to think about me sucking dick, go right ahead.
Now I know you're definitely homosexual, but the thing is, it matters because if you were heterosexual, right? Well, let me just use me then. We don't have to talk about what you like. I'm a heterosexual man.
Doubtful.
Only am attracted to females, right?
Oh, you're only attracted to females. Well, I got a female that you might fucking love.
Human female. That's that bad face shit, brother. I'm trying to talk to you like a regular human being. And you're trying to,
you're the one who said it.
Picture.
You're the one who said it. You said I'm only attracted to females. It's kind of crazy.
Do you think that... Never mind. It does. You're bad face with that topic anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You're the one who brought up my sexuality in a conversation about whether...
for minors.
Wait, hold on. You're the one who brought up my sexuality in a conversation about gender and sex. I think the bad faith person is the person who brings up another person's sexuality in a conversation about gender and sex.
Yeah, because it was relevant, brother.
It's actually not relevant in the slightest.
to the question I was going to ask you, it was.
So it wasn't relevant to the topic. You were
Anyway,
just going to ask a different question about something
because
completely different. Got it.
you're not using a common sense type of view on this. So, are you
I
for
don't care
gender
about common
affirming care on
sense.
children?
I'm for gender affirming care on whoever needs the care.
Yeah, see, that's where that's not right. Because look, say you got a
For
boy,
sure.
right? And he's confused because all this shit gets pushed on him. Oh, you could be a woman. You could do whatever you want to be. You could be a goddamn dog.
I'm
And
sorry.
he's got it confused. Like, maybe I'm confused.
Who's the person
And
pushing children to be
you
dogs?
chop his penis off, brother. You mutilate that child. It does irreparable damage for the rest of his life.
So not only do you want to
know
think
about
about
all the
me,
cases of the people having buyer's remorse?
yeah, regret sits at about 3%. For bottom surgery, regret is 2.2%.
Transness and all that is a mental illness.
Can you
Gender
wait? I'm sorry.
dysphoria is a mental illness.
I'm sorry. You just asked me specifically if I knew about the buyer's remorse. So address my response to you. Don't just skip past it. This is what lazy people do.
It's not only 3%.
It's 2.2% for bottom surgery. Bottom surgery has a regret rate of 2.2%.
Really? I just don't believe those statistics. Where are you getting your statistics
I don't
from?
care what you believe.
Can you source your statistics? Can you source them?
Yes, I can actually. Yeah. So for bottom surgery having a regret rate of 2.2%, that is going to come directly from a 50-year longitudinal study on. But
what's the source? Don't you say it's a longitudinal study?
Yes,
what's the source?
It's from an analysis of all applications for sex reassignment surgery in Sweden, 1960 to 2010, prevalence, incidence, and regret.
So from then to 2010, this whole movement didn't even kick off until a little after that, where it got nasty.
I'm sorry. Wait. You're telling me the 767 people that this study followed for 50 years that got sex changes because they were trans, did they not exist?
Only you're saying.
Oh, they did, right? Okay.
Didn't.
Just making sure.
But anyways, it's not a good thing we should be doing, brother. We don't need to be playing
can
God.
you address... I'm sorry, we're not moving past this. You made a claim that there was a lot of buyer's remorse, yet I have sources that show that regret rate is below 3%. Do you have sources that the regret rate is higher than that?
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up for you
right great.
Now.
Can't wait.
Okay, but while we're going...
Well, not while we're going. No. We're not moving to a different topic until you prove the thing that you're saying. If you've noticed in this conversation, every time I've brought something up, I've been able to provide a level of proof for it. That's how we do these things. So you would need to provide now your source that the regret rate is higher than this in some level of study. I'd prefer a type of meta-analysis.
Look, they tell you the regrets about hysterectomies, for the women and men, but then gender-affirming surgery, which is what we're talking about, right? It says true gender-related regret is 42%, and that is on the National Institute of Health.
Okay, so the National Institute of
Health. You have your little...
Yeah.
Research, there's some research right there. 42%. Social regret, 37%. And medical regret, 8%. All those numbers are higher than what you just mentioned. So that's why you can't just be like, oh, it's okay to cut kids' dicks off because
Hold on, this is where we take a look. We actually are going to read the study that you just read a headline for. So we can actually read the study.
You would change the gender of your own kids if they said that they felt like maybe they were confused?
Well, that's not the conversation we're having right now, is it? The conversation is on regret rate.
Do you support gender-affirming surgery on minors? You said, yes, I do. So you're for gender mutilation of children when it's really a mental illness being made even worse by the last 8 years being pushed on us. It used to be a mental illness. Now it's,
your survey,
you could become a woman.
Hold on. So your source is a survey that anonymously asked, it was an anonymous survey sent to 154 surgeons. It was an anonymous survey. It doesn't tell me.
The National Institute of Health isn't fucking valid?
No, man, I don't think you know what the National Institute of Health is.
Oh, okay. Well, enlighten me, brother.
So the NIH puts together PubMed, which is a library and a collection of studies and analyses and systemic reviews. They aren't making any claims. The study makes the claim. And then you look into the study, and then that's how you come up with something here. Okay? Now, in
So
this
you're not
study,
saying it's valid because they're anonymous, or that's
no, I'm telling you why I wouldn't put much stock into this. Okay, so right now this study is an anonymous study of surgeons, specifically asking surgeons whether the people they did surgery on expressed regret. Okay, now what we're looking at, you're saying 42% of people express regret. No, the total patients expressing regret from this survey was 0.2 to 0.3 people, and 42% of the 0.2 to 0.3 had true gender-related regret.
Another study. That is a separate
This
study.
is the exact study you gave me.
I'm looking right here on their shit. It says another study found a regret rate of 0.2 to 0.3. I see exactly what you're looking at, brother. Keep scrolling down. One piece.
The literature is inconsistent regarding ideology and classification of regret following GAS.
Well,
of the 154
so you're
surgeons
telling
queried,
me I need to believe
I'm not done. Hold on. I'm not done. I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to prove you wrong because apparently I have to prove you wrong in another part. Of the 154 surgeons queried, 30% responded to our survey. Cumulatively, these respondents treated between 18,125 and 27,325 individuals. 57% of surgeons encountered at least one patient who expressed regret, with a total of 62 patients expressing regret 0.2 to 0.3%. So you know what your survey actually tells me? The regret rate is much lower than what I told you it was, which was 2.2.
So my survey said your survey was wrong.
No, your survey actually says that my survey didn't go far enough. Your survey is saying
accurate.
You're saying that my survey was guessing too high. The number is actually much lower.
No, your survey is basically saying that this is saying that even more. Your survey showed even more regret.
Yes, my survey showed a higher level of regret than yours.
Okay.
Which means
so
your survey.
There's no one that feels regret about it. There's no kids that feel regret about it.
Well, according to your survey, your survey would be 0.2 to 0.3% of people feel regret.
So tell me deeper on why you think it's okay to mutilate children.
It's not mutilation.
It is mutilation if you cut their genitals off.
No, it's not.
Well, tell me why it's good then.
Because mutilation isn't just when you cut off a part of your body.
Okay, but just tell me why doing that type of surgery on a child is okay.
Oh, sure. Children don't typically receive bottom surgery, so.
But so it's not okay.
Well, children don't typically receive bottom surgery under the current guidelines and standards.
So there's never been a child to receive it?
What?
No one under 18's received it.
No one under 18 is probably.
Do you think it's okay to give them hormonal changes and change their hormones?
Yes.
And you understand that it does life-altering effects to their body.
So does
they may not even comprehend at the moment.
Yes, so does puberty. Puberty does that as well. Puberty life changes the body that you might not comprehend.
Yeah, but puberty is on your natural track. You can't compare taking pills and
I'm comparing one type of puberty to another type of puberty. One type of puberty is induced by injecting hormones. The other type of
puberty is naturally released in your body.
When somebody goes through HRT, they go through puberty. They go through a puberty that would be more aligned with the opposite sex.
Okay, so on this topic, brother, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree because
there is I'm sorry. I don't know if you read the rules before you came in here. There is no agree to disagree. If you are saying that I'm wrong, present the evidence that I'm wrong. I don't do agree to disagree.
Brother, it's just wrong to do gender affirming care on any minor.
Sure,
it's
why?
It's wrong to change because it's just demonic, brother. It's not the way of the world. It's not the way it's supposed to be.
Because it just is not an answer. Here,
no,
let me here. Wait, I'm gonna. Okay, great. Let me say this.
The gay agenda is demonic.
Wait, here we go. I'm gonna say that not owning slaves is wrong. Everybody should own a slave. Ask me why.
That shit.
Ask
Why,
me why.
brother? Why should we all own slaves?
Because it's demonic to not own slaves.
No, that's totally different.
How? Prove me wrong.
Okay, brother. I'm gonna prove to you wrong because it's just not the same thing.
Nope, it's not the same thing. But prove me wrong. Why it's not wrong?
Why it's not wrong? Because it would be financially incredible to own slaves, brother. That's why it's not wrong. Are you happy? Is that the answer you're looking for?
Wait, so you agree slavery is okay?
Oh yeah, that slavery was incredible, brother.
Okay, so slavery is okay, but gender affirming care is not.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah. So, anyways, since we can't get anywhere on that topic.
Well, yes, because you don't have any evidence to prove your side, and the only evidence you provided me is actually in support of my side. So yes, of course we're not going to get anywhere.
I don't think the adolescent brain is not even able to make that type of decision, brother.
Do children walk into the doctor's office and go, "Hey, cut my dick off," or like, and the doctors go, "Sure"? Is that what you think is happening?
No, not necessarily with the children. I think, like you said, it's a lot of medicine-based, testosterone-based.
But who's giving that to the children?
I think
are they getting it themselves?
Bad.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are they getting it themselves?
And I don't think any cosmetic surgery is acceptable.
That's not answering the question. Are they getting this themselves? Are they just walking into the doctors, slapping their insurance cards on the table and going, "Hook me up"?
The parents and guardians are the ones pushing for it, which makes it wrong. That's what makes it wrong.
Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. Wait. Whoa.
Groomed by their
Anthony, your claim was that it's wrong because the kids aren't able to make these decisions. The kids aren't making these decisions. So now why would it be wrong?
No one should be able to make that decision for them.
Parents shouldn't be able to make decisions for their children.
No one should be able to do that to their children. That's why I think it's wrong.
Parents shouldn't be able to make decisions for their children medically, is what you're telling me.
Not to mutilate them, no.
Okay, so parents...
they shouldn't be able to do anything that will harm the children. I don't believe in parents signing off on tattoos either.
Okay, so you also don't think, like, you would agree that we should ban circumcision, right?
Yeah, I don't really think circumcision's great either.
Okay. So parents
I was circumcised, but I didn't circumcise my sons because I wanted them to have the choice.
Okay, so parents can make medical decisions for their kids except for medical decisions that you don't like.
I don't think it's right. I just told you I don't think circumcision's right, but they can. That doesn't make it right.
Sure. Why would a parent giving their child, for instance, puberty blockers be wrong?
Because it destroys their natural hormone production. It destroys who they are.
No, it doesn't.
Do you know? Okay, let me break it down to you like this. Me and you look like we're roughly in the same age range. The girls I grew up with that were on pregnancy pills their whole life because the doctor convinced them it would make their periods less strong and more dealable, and it would balance their hormones. Now that they're 30 trying to have kids, they get off these hormones and they're not able to have children because their hormone production is so thrown off. Okay. That's why steroid users, bodybuilders, it throws their whole shit off, bro. It's not good to alter your natural state.
So what you just said about contraception is fundamentally not true.
Are you out of your mind?
No, I just understand medical research.
Okay, brother, you need to do a deeper dive on
into
women in their 30s not being able to have children because of the effects of the birth control pill.
Yeah, so again, what you're claiming is fundamentally untrue.
But how is it fundamentally untrue?
Well, first of all, which birth control pill are you talking about? There's multiple of them. Which one?
I'm talking about the hormonal one in the disc, brother. The one in the disc.
There are multiple.
I don't know the exact name, brother. I don't know the name of it.
Okay, so wait. So you know that there's a birth control pill that is causing this.
Hormonal therapy pill is not good.
Okay. Yeah, so again, this is fundamentally untrue. This is not a thing that is happening in any level of like statistical significance. Could there be people whose hormones have been thrown off by birth control? Possibly. but it's not some epidemic or endemic that's happening because women who've been on birth control are coming off trying to get pregnant and now they can't because of the hormones. It's not a thing.
All right. Let me just go ahead and pull you up another statistic.
Fantastic. Can't
Even
wait.
though we're talking about mutilating children.
Fantastic. Can't wait.
I guess I stand corrected. It says there's no evidence of that.
Woo! Who would have guessed?
So, hey, I was staying corrected if there's no evidence I could find. But I know I've heard women in my life tell me that they've been having trouble having babies.
I've heard people in my life say that a giant bearded man talks to them in their sleep. It doesn't mean it's true, right?
Okay. So there we go. I have no evidence to support that, so I retract that statement. But It's not good to alter your normal hormones, brother.
Why not?
But if you think that makes it okay to do gender affirming care on children,
why is it bad to alter your hormone production?
Because it's not what it's supposed to be. But we're talking about altering a minor's.
You're not telling me why it's bad. You're just saying it's bad because it's bad.
It's bad to alter a minor's hormone because you're changing the whole outcome of their life, their existence. You're destroying their body.
Okay. So I'm going to try to give you some.
Have you seen the studies of the people that did have regret that tried to change back and now they can't get pregnant?
Yes, there are some people who have faced fertility issues after being on gender affirming care. Yes.
Okay, so what's the difference between those hormones and?
So I just want to confirm. You think that we should remove care from 99.7% of people because 0.3% of people face issues?
So you're saying only 90-something% of people don't have issues when they mess with their hormones?
I'm saying that even if they do have fertility issues, they don't care because they want to continue with the process. Hence why the regret rate is so low.
Okay. So it's okay because they just don't care that it affects them.
Yes, it's
okay to just do it to a child because you don't care.
Not me. The people who are getting the care don't care that there are these side effects.
But what if it's the parents approving for that care for them?
Because doctors are not going to do it to a child who's against it. Part of getting gender affirming care as a minor is going through 6 months of therapy and counseling to prove that you are consistent in your gender identity. Parents can't just walk in and say, give this to my kid, because the insurance is going to be like, well, where's the diagnosis? Where's the code? Where's the ICB? What is it? ICB, whatever. Where's the code? And when they say, well, if they don't have the code because they weren't diagnosed, the insurance company is going to laugh at them.
I got you. So you have to be diagnosed with a mental illness, then you can do it.
You have to be diagnosed with gender dysphoria, which is considered a disorder, not a mental illness.
So it's a mental disorder, gender dysphoria.
It's gender dysphoria. The diagnosable gender dysphoria is considered a disorder. Gender dysphoria does not just affect trans people, it affects cisgender people as well.
Okay, but so with these people, therapy, you talk to them, hey, you have a disorder, we can get through this. Not, hey, let's just chop your junk off, you'll be a real woman.
I'm sorry, I don't know that you know how disorders are treated, apparently. Because
I think we should tell these people that no matter what you do, you cannot become what you're not.
Yeah. I don't think you understand how disorders are treated, because disorders aren't just treated by saying, you have this, now stop having this. Love yourself, and then that will stop it. That's not how that works. Would you like me to explain to you how that works?
Them like, oh, you're actually a man trapped in a woman's body. We should fucking give you artificial cock.
Oh, sure, yeah, no, I will. According to every major psychological institution in the United States, according to the general consensus in medical psychology, the only known treatment that shows to have positive effects on gender dysphoria on diagnosable gender dysphoria in gender incongruent adults or teens or tweens is gender affirming care. It's the only thing. Nothing else works.
And that will cure you. Now you're no longer, you're going to be in the right body now.
Nobody thinks they're in the wrong body. That's not how that works.
So what is gender dysphoria?
Gender dysphoria is when you experience a level of stress and distress because the phenotypic representation of your sex or your like physical sexual attributes do not align with your internal gender identity. Should I dumb that one down?
Yeah, please do, because it sounds funnier the dumber it gets.
Well, I just want to make sure that like you understood what I said.
Well, how is that different from what I said?
It's vastly different from what you said.
So that's not, oh, I'm trapped in the wrong body. My insides don't match my outsides.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised someone that doesn't even believe in spirits believes in insides, but that's okay.
Why wouldn't I believe in insides?
Because what is inside? Isn't it all just matter at that point? Wouldn't it all be considered matter and know how I feel?
You think I don't believe in emotions and like thinking and like a consciousness? I don't need to believe in a spirit to believe in conscious thought.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they're not trapped. It just doesn't align.
Correct. They know they're in their body. They don't think they're in the wrong body. They don't think they're in a different body. It's their body. It's just that
so
parts of their body.
That they made up, the shit that they made up is wrong.
What are you talking about?
Because you said their inside, their their self-constructed gender doesn't match their physical what they are.
Their gender identity doesn't align with the phenotypic attributes of their sex.
So how do you base what their gender identity is?
Well, they tell us.
To know if it matches.
They tell us.
Okay.
How would you know? Here, let me just ask you a question. How would you know that somebody likes you?
How would I know someone likes me?
Yeah.
Oh, they would give me signs.
Like what?
Through body language. Or they could just tell me. But what you can't believe necessarily what they tell you because they can show you better than they can tell you. So
they would just tell you.
You know someone likes you is really based on what you see from their physical presentation.
No, it should
be. Because they can tell you they like you, but be your enemy.
It should be entirely based on them
but
saying
it doesn't matter.
something.
But the actions is what shows if they like you.
So just confirming. So,
right.
So the way you know somebody likes you is them affirming it through some level of communication with you, correct?
Yeah, through their body language and what they physically do for you, yes.
Well, the way we would know somebody's gender identity is by them affirming it to us in some level of communication.
Okay. So if their body language is telling me that they're a fucking 6'3" man, I'm supposed to just say, just because they told me they're a woman, they're a woman?
Yes.
Are you cool with males, biological males being in female bathrooms?
I think all bathrooms should be unisex. So yeah, go nuts.
No, see, you said you had kids. What gender are your kids, brother?
I have a girl.
So you think it's okay for men to go in the girls' room with your girl in there?
I take her into the girls' room all the time if she has to pee and we're out. Or I take her into the men's room. It depends on which bathroom is more empty. Should I not go? Wait. If my kid has to pee and I have to take her to the bathroom, am I a man going into the ladies' room?
Yeah, I don't think you should do it that way. I think you should bring
so
her
where should
yourself
I
into
So where should I take her?
Into the men's room with you in the stall.
So she should be in the men's room with a bunch of males.
Yeah, better than you being in the women's room.
It's better that a child is in a men's room with a bunch of males than I, a grown adult,
with
be in the
her
women's
father
room.
keeping her safe.
Okay, just making sure.
Or you think it's okay for just men to just
sure.
pick up a girl and bring her into the girls' room?
No, I'm just making sure that men and women can go in the
Who's
opposite
more dangerous?
restroom.
The fucking little
You
girl
probably.
being dangerous towards the men, or the grown-ass men being dangerous to the women?
You think the reason
She's with her dad.
wait. You think the reason why I think it might not be the smartest thing to do to bring your child around like a bunch of grown men in a bathroom is because I think she's going to be the dangerous one?
No, I'm trying to get your perspective. I'm trying to say, because if you bring her into the women's room, you're the one being weird.
If I bring her into the girls' room to pee, I'm the one being weird.
Yeah, you should
Why?
bring her into the men's room with you, because you're the man. You can protect her from any bullshit.
Well,
Yeah.
the beauty here is that people in the chat are tired of the nonsense. So enjoy, I don't know, enjoy not knowing
Enjoy
things. I
it
don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and shout out to my YouTube members. Their names appear on the side. Membership starts at $2.99 and gets you access to early videos, uncensored videos, and members-only content. Also, shout out to Tier 4 members Bamji, Matthew Holloway, Vampy, Kelsey Dooley, Kelsey K, Jake, Marceline, and Yemye. Tier 4 members get to help choose debate topics, and their contributions go a long way to helping me create higher quality content for all of you. Remember to subscribe for your daily dose of leftist debates, and I'll see you in the next video.